To save everyone's lives, the woman asked her companions to cover her entire body with slippery cooking oil. With everyone's help, she managed to squeeze into the sewer pipe. After retrieving the life-saving vaccine, she didn't keep it with her. Instead, she hid it inside a hole in the wall. Then she made her way to the ventilation shaft, only to discover that the military had already surrounded the area. People wearing protective suits were also dealing with the bodies. But what exactly happened here? The woman's name was Anna. That day, she was supposed to meet her boyfriend for a date. However, her phone suddenly died, so she went into a nearby bar to charge it for a while. Just then, a gunshot rang out from outside. A man who had just walked out of the bar was suddenly shot and collapsed to the ground. Everyone inside was instantly terrified. A man stepped forward, trying to wake the injured stranger. But before he could do anything, he was shot as well and fell to the ground. At that moment, everyone completely panicked. Anna suggested turning on the television to see if there was any news about what was happening. But suddenly, they heard someone knocking from inside the bathroom. The door was locked from the inside, and no one could open it. That's when John, a retired police officer, pulled out his gun and shot the lock open. When they opened the door, they discovered a man hiding inside. Beside him was a used syringe. Meanwhile, more military personnel arrived outside. They were heavily armed and fully equipped. Everyone thought help had finally arrived, but they were wrong. The soldiers brought in piles of tires, set them on fire, and tried to blow the smoke into the bar. At the same time, the news reporter on television claimed that a fire had broken out inside the bar, but everyone knew the truth. The fire was just a cover-up created by the military. Then, the man from the bathroom suddenly appeared. After struggling to breathe for a moment, he collapsed to the floor. Everyone rushed over to check on him, but the man warned them not to come near him. Using the phone he had left behind, they discovered that he was actually a soldier. During a mission in Africa, he had accidentally become infected with a deadly virus. That was when everyone finally understood. The military had sealed off the area because a virus carrier had escaped and hidden inside the bar. At that moment, John threatened everyone with his gun. He forced them to hide in the basement and ordered them to bring the infected man's body with them. Under John's threat, everyone had no choice but to obey. Once they reached the basement, Jack discovered a sewer tunnel. Everyone realized this might be their only chance to escape. A homeless man named Paul volunteered to go inside and explore the way. He asked his companions to cover his body with cooking oil, hoping it would help him squeeze through. Then he tried to crawl into the sewer, but because of his large size,